Hey yo, ladies and gents, what's up, what's up? Sorry, I met a fan immediately in Ramsgate. So as promised, this is the Discipline Chainblade build that you guys have seen. It is also using the Savate weapon, and it is very powerful. Some of you guys seen it on the afternoon stream, and you guys really wanted it. Well, I'm delivering it now. The afternoon stream from yesterday, by the way. So you start out with your electric cruelties, okay? You've got a pulse cell and a tenacious cell right here. Your special is going to be Reaper's Dance, all right? You've got your Hurricane Blades as a mod, all right? Your bond will be the Savate's Pincers, okay? Discipline will be your Omnicell, as always. Koshai's Bloom with an Etheric Attunement cell is going to be your Lantern. And you've got your Time Weave Helm with a Predator cell, okay? You've got your Nasher Cloak with a Toughness cell. You've got your Boreal Might with a Berserker cell. And you've got your Thrax's Guile with a Cunning cell. Now, why is this build structured in this way, and why don't we have Adrenaline in here? Okay, I'm going to explain it in a simple manner. Number one, increasing Discipline gives you a baseline 10% crit rate. Added with Cunning, that's a 20% critical strike chance, and you have Pulse on top of that with Savate, which means that having a critical focus is actually very good for this build. Now, for critical focus, you want as much burst damage as possible, which is why we have Predator and Tenacious, which with 1,450 hit points that this build has thanks to Berserker, you basically have 14 times 2, which is 28% base bonus damage, plus 35% from Predator. All right, that brings you up to a baseline damage. Baseline. Okay. 8 plus 5 gives you 40, then 40, add the 3, so 43, add the 20, 63%. Baseline from Predator and Tenacious, and then Berserker is another 20% as you fight. Adrenaline requires you to drain your stamina, and that's not always good with this type of build, because why? Discipline limits your HP regen. All you've got is Koshai's Bloom, so you can end up in a situation where you're not able to defend very well. That is why it is structured in this way. Alright, so now going through the perks, as I mentioned before, or I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. Cunning for the 10% critical strike chance to pair with Discipline. Predator with 35% base bonus damage. Pulse, every 5th hit is a critical strike. Also, it works really well with your Reaper's Dance because you can time the slam. Alright. Tenacious is good for your baseline damage. Toughness is to increase the value of Tenacious as well as to make it easier to heal when you do have your Koshai's Bloom active. Alright, it offsets the discipline reduction. Etheric Attunement is to make this cooldown faster and therefore give you more survivability. And last but not least, Berserk is because you're going to be attacking a lot. Alright, so that is how this build works. I'm going to show you in action now. Most of you have seen it in the afternoon stream. If I'm posting this video today, then you've seen it in the afternoon stream from yesterday. But I'm going to demonstrate it with level 1 Chainblades. We're going to go all the way over to Frost March. Frost March is good. We'll go over there and we'll just beat up whatever we come across. You will literally have no trouble fighting creatures above your level with this. Now, ideally, you want to take on creatures that are 2 to 3 levels above your level for fast leveling. But, as always, I do these combat showcases under stress-tested situations to show you that you can handle it. Alright, for those of you that don't want to see it, like, share, and subscribe right now. If you want to support the channel and keep it running, drop a tip via the link in the description of the video, send super thanks on YouTube, you can become a channel member and get a variety of perks, or purchase Asian Robot merchandise, up to you. Okay? Now, I'm going to go in and completely show you how to wreck with this thing. Okay? The strength of this build comes from the unique bonds involved in it and how the Savate UE functions. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sail across the sky first. Alright, and I learned a little trick with Malx. If you draw the weapon, you can attack from a longer range. Now, the Savate's UE, you want it to go through the body because it's like a boomerang. Alright, and with Hurricane Blades as your mod, you can freely whirl. But this build does not focus on using the wounding style, so you can completely feel free to not have that at all in your build and just not give a shit. Alright, that is what I do with this build, and as soon as you're ready, you can slam down with your Reaper's Dance, cause some massive damage, heal yourself with the Koshais as well, and that's basically the process that just repeats. And when you have no stamina, you can just use your light attacks. The other benefit is that because of the Savate bond and the shock element involved in this build, you can actually end up stunning creatures, much like you've seen there, very easily, okay? And that just makes this build very viable. So creatures will die very fast, as you can see. This was done with level 1 Chainblades, okay? The Chainblades are still, as you can see, level 1. Alright, doesn't matter if the creature's 8 levels above you, you're not going to have trouble fighting. Alright. Oh, look, a long-range zap right here. And even this Pangar, you know, it can do whatever it wants, but it's still going to suffer. And every time you dodge, the Savate's UE cools down faster, which gives it a huge leg up over the Pangars, which has a 90-second cooldown. I know the cooldown is not stated for the Savate weapon, but it's about 60 seconds, which in my opinion is very, very good. That is what keeps this build rocking. Alright, so as you can see right here, this Pangar is literally no difficulty at all. No potions required, as always, for my builds, but then again, you already knew that. And of course, we are not fighting behemoths that are low level. You can clearly see the behemoths level that we're taking on, you know. And that just shows you how this works in general. As you can see, it's a very relaxed experience, especially with the Savates, because not only can you easily knock down creatures, you can shock them as well, which adds a lot of extra power to your build. And the UE just completely trashes everything, so there you go. You've just taken out 3 creatures in very, very quick timing. Alright? So that is how this build works. It is one of the strongest builds right now. I suggest you use it. I suggest you enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed my content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support my channel, please consider dropping a tip via the link in the description of the video. You can become a channel member and gain various perks. You can send super thanks on YouTube or purchase Asian Robot merchandise. Thank you to everyone who feeds my family. Let me go to the thank you scene. Here are December's top supporters: Bravo7910, Crampy D, Johnny Nara, FNX Killer 43, Sabu Uzumaki, Alcorn 0511, Alien Frost 80, Kazmanta My Lovely Girl, Zach NFG, Soul Cracked, Galaxy Train, Puni Puni, Rogue Assassin, Ashal Scarzy, Lucas Graham, I'm a Boxhead. I also got to give my thanks to Calvin Maxine, who just dropped in and actually got a position. I'm gonna add you into the list this weekend. And last but not least, here's the Throne of Honor: Puni Puni Only Fan, Nate the Great Only Fan, JP Best Prestige, Zach NFG Prestige, The Forgotten Prestige. Thank you guys so much for feeding my family. I'll see you all in the next one, okay? Bye-bye.